And good evening. Welcome to Gratian Gymnasium. We've got college volleyball coming our way tonight. VCSU Vikings live on YouTube, and it should be a dandy. The Valley State University Viking volleyball team taking on the V-Hawks of Viterbo. And a pleasant good evening to you. Paul McDonald with you here from Gratian Gym. And this should be a dandy matchup. Two teams at the top of the North Star Athletic Association conference standings. Viterbo coming in 4-0 in the conference, 17-3 overall. They are ranked number 6 in the nation. Valley City State, they come in 14-3 overall. They are 2-0 in conference play, and they are receiving votes in the most recent poll that came out on Monday, and in essence, they are ranked number 35. Facing a Viterbo team that played last night in Dickinson, they defeated the Blue Hawks in straight sets. They also played on Tuesday, and they lost to Northwestern Red Raiders. Northwestern out of the GPAC. Of course, they are ranked number 2 in the country now, and they lost to Northwestern 3-2 last night, or on Tuesday night. That game was in La Crosse, Wisconsin. So they are coming in well-tested against top teams. They are 7-3 this season against teams ranked in the top 25. And those 3 losses to Missouri Baptist, Northwestern, as I mentioned on Tuesday night, and College of St. Mary out of Nebraska. All 3 of those teams were actually ranked in the top 15 when they played them. And they have 7 other wins. 7 of their 17 have come against teams that were ranked. And at the time, Corbin College out of Oregon, were ranked number 2 in the country when Viterbo beat them earlier this year. Valley City State, they have played 2 ranked teams this season. They lost to Northwestern, their second match of the year, lost to them by a final 3-0. They also defeated Ottawa out of Kansas, Ottawa University out of Kansas, who at the time was ranked number 14, and they defeated them down in Bellevue at the tournament in Nebraska over the Labor Day weekend. So they're 1-1 against ranked teams. And, of course, one of their big matchups that they had earlier this year here at Gratian Gym, wrapping up that VCSU Invite Volleyball Tournament over that Labor Day weekend. They defeated Dakota Wesleyan, or not Labor Day weekend, but the weekend after. They defeated Dakota Wesleyan, who at the time was receiving votes, and they swept them 3 straight in their matchup here at Gratian Gym. Should be a great atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to have a near-packed, if not a packed house here at Gratian Gym. We've got starting lineups coming up. It's Viterbo and Valley City State University college volleyball. And the North Star Athletic Association coming away live on YouTube. And VCSU Vikings live on YouTube. Paul McDonald back with you here at Gratian Gymnasium, and tonight's North Star Athletic Association Conference volleyball matchup between the Viterbo V-Hawks, 17-3 on the year, 4-0 in conference play, taking on Valley City State University, 2-0 in the conference, and overall they come in with a record of 14-3. Now looking at the names that are going to be ones featured tonight for Viterbo, their top attacker, Kenzie Winker. She is a senior, one of only 3 seniors on this V-Hawk roster. She's a senior out of Holman, Wisconsin. She leads the team in kills with 303 and total attacks. Not too far behind is Grace Rohde. And Rohde, she too, is a junior out of Winona, Minnesota. And Jada Mitchell. And she comes in as a sophomore out of New Albany, Iowa. And she actually has a fabulous 377 hitting percentage, just 45 errors in 454 total attacks this year. And she is third on the club with 216 kills. The one getting them the ball, their setter, Martina McGrath, also offensively, she has a 278 hitting percentage. She is fourth on the club with 338 total attacks, and she is a junior out of Richfield, Wisconsin. But their setter, the one that's getting them all those passes, Maddie Connor, a sophomore out of Germantown, Wisconsin. And Maddie comes in averaging 9.9 assists per set, 734 assists so far this year for the sophomore. And she is the one that is getting all those attackers the ball. And on the back row, the name to watch for is Kennedy McCabe. She is the libero, the defensive specialist out of Decorah, Iowa. She is the reigning libero of the week in the NSAA, and she comes in 355 digs. She's averaging about 4 digs per set this season. On the other side, Valley City State, of course, led by the senior Bailey Nelson in her COVID year, leading the club with 493 total attacks and also has a 266 hitting percentage, coming into play 190 total kills. Not too far behind Danielle Hagler, who has a 405 hitting percentage. She has 147 kills. And then Emma Lucas with a 233 hitting percentage. She has 136 kills. Sadie Hansen, the setter extraordinaire, if you will, as Sadie Hansen in her junior year out of Oaks, North Dakota. She is the reigning setter of the week in the NSAA. And a matter of fact, she has won setter of the week the last 2 weeks in the conference. And on that back row, their libero is J.C. Richter. Richter, of course, out of Linton, and she is one of the top liberos in the conference. And a couple of weeks ago, she was libero of the week, as Sadie Hansen was setter of the week, and J.C. Richter was the defensive player of the week 2 weeks ago in the conference. So the names are there. It's going to be a fun one tonight here from Gratian Gym. Last year, Viterbo swept Valley City State 3-1 in both matchups. 3-1, they first played in La Crosse, Wisconsin earlier in the season, and then a 3-1 loss for Valley City State here at Gratian later on. Vikings have not played since last Thursday when they had that big 3-set victory during homecoming week against Mayville State over at the Bubble, and they have not played since then. Well, this is the 3rd match of the week for Viterbo, so we'll see if maybe they've got rubber legs or not. They played last night in Dickinson, and if Vikings come in fresh against one of the best teams in the country. We'll step aside. We've got the starting lineups, the national anthem, and that first serve right around the corner. It's Viterbo and Valley City State college volleyball from Gratian Gym coming your way. VCSU Vikings live on YouTube.
Good evening and welcome to Gratian
Let's take a look at our starting lineups first for the Viterbo University V-Hawks. And they will have in the middle sophomore 6'1" Jada Mitchell from New Albin, Iowa. On the outside, a 5'11" senior is Kinsey Winker, and she again out of Holman, Wisconsin. Kaylee Kowal, she is a defensive specialist, a senior 5'6" out of Onalaska, Wisconsin. Grace Rohde on the right side, a junior, a 5'10" junior from Winona, Minnesota. And Martina McGrath, the middle hitter, she is a junior 6'4" out of Richfield, Wisconsin. Her center is Maddie Connor. She's a sophomore 5'10" out of Germantown, Wisconsin. And your libero, Kennedy McCabe, a junior 5'4" out of Decorah, Iowa. And Ryan DeLong in his 19th season at the helm of the V-Hawks, 576 wins. They can also go up to 593, counting the 17 this year. Well, actually, it is counting the 17 this year. 576 wins, 184 losses. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for Valley City State University. The Vikings 14-3 on the season. In conference play, they come in with a record of 2-0. And they will have Bailey Nelson. She is the starter, the senior out of Argusville, North Dakota. Also Danielle Hagler, the sophomore middle blocker, and she is a 5'11" sophomore out of Candu, North Dakota. And you have Emma Lucas, a sophomore on the outside, 6'1" out of Argusville, North Dakota. Marty Scutchings, she's a senior, 6 foot out of Kelvington, Saskatchewan. Also Reagan Bogenreef, the freshman, 5'9" from West Fargo. Your setter, Sadie Hansen, the junior, 5'9" from Oaks. And your libero, J.C. Richter, sophomore, 5'7" out of Linton, North Dakota. And again, Valley City State coached by Michelle Micklejohn in her first season after 9 years as an assistant at Mayville State. Now in year number 1 has a 14-3 record. Jada Wilson, the assistant for Valley City State. So we are set, ready for volleyball here tonight from Gratian Gym. Always a great atmosphere when matches are played here at Gratian. It was a great atmosphere when it was played at the Bubble last Thursday during homecoming week with that rather large crowd that filled the Bubble. Of course, Mayville State, as I just mentioned, Coach Micklejohn, that's where she had played and also coached. And so they brought quite a few people from Mayville to watch that matchup here last week. So we are set, ready for volleyball tonight here on YouTube. And what's going to be a busy weekend here on YouTube for Valley City State University Viking Sports. We got the doubleheader tomorrow with volleyball in the morning, football in the afternoon. We've got baseball again coming up Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock as the baseball team will be wrapping up the fall portion of their schedule Sunday against Mayville. More on that as we progress here this evening. Sadie Hansen has the ball. She's on the back line, and she is ready to serve things here, and we are underway. Valley City State and Viterbo tonight from Gratian. There's an attack on the dig is Richter. Hansen back setting it. Cross court attack taken by Valley City State Scutchings. Now back to the way, ball offensively. Hansen sets it up. Lucas on the attack. Blocked at the net. And a tip over at the 10-foot line, covered by Hansen. Now the far side, Lucas again on the attack cross court. That's dug out by Winker at the net. Attacking is Mitchell. Nice dig. Diving. I may have been close to a pancake by Richter. Set here near side, attack back row. Off the dig, Valley City State offensively. Lucas through the attack and the kill. Emma Lucas gets the first kill of the night. Great volley there. Some great defensive play. And Valley City State awarded with the point. And we're off to a 1-0 start. I think that diving dig by Richter got that thing, really set up that last point. Here's the set here to the near side. Off the attack by Rohde, blocked at the net. Tip set by Connor. On the far side, Valley City State offensively attacking in the corner and out. Hagler on the attack that just went long, or Bogenreef. That was actually Bogenreef on the attack in that far corner. So the point goes to Viterbo. We're tied at 1. Maddie Connor back serving for the V-Hawks. 1-1, opening set. Serve on the way. Lucas to Hansen. She'll set it up. Off the tip. On the cover is Rhodey. Now back attacking Mitchell and the kill. Jada Mitchell. The sophomore 6'1", picking up the kill. Her first, and it's 2-1. The Turbo up by 1. Connor serving. Connor sets the serve on the way. Lucas on the receive. Hansen. Ooh, and there's a nip. They're going to call ripping, I think, on that. They are. Over the net on the call on Rhodey. So the ball goes over to Valley City State, tied at 2. J.C. Richter back to serve. Bailey Nelson checks in, front row. And Richter with the serve for Valley City State. Here along the near side, Connor jumps at middle. Mitchell on the attack. Nice dig by Richter. Kept alive by Hansen to the middle. Hagler on the attack. Now back to Viterbo. Connor back sitting at far side. Attacking is Peyron. And that's a block at the net. Point Valley City State. 3-2 Vikings with the lead. Early goings here in this opening set. Nelson and Hagler combining on that block assist. Served by Richter. Now Connor, set near side, attack in the corner for the kill by Rhodey. Grace Rhodey will pick up her first kill, and we are tied at 3. We've now been tied at 1, 2, and 3. Grace Rhodey to serve, the 5'10 junior out of Winona. Serving 3-3 per set. Nelson keeps it alive to the middle, and over, free ball here for Viterbo. Rhodey, Connor set, Mitchell attacked and the kill. Might have gone off the fingertips of Hagler, but it's a kill for Mitchell. Picking up her second. And it's a 4-3 lead for Valley City's for Viterbo. With Rhodey serving. Serve on the way cross court. Nelson, Hansen, set middle, Hagler attack and the kill. Danielle Hegler with the kill. We're tied at 4. That'll bring Delaney Clark in out of Bismarck, the sophomore. Serving 4-4 opening set. Serve to the far side. Rhodey, Connor set. Near side, on the attack, Winker. On the dig, Richter, but that's going to go to the back wall and out. Point, V-Hawks, 5-4 advantage. Kennedy McCabe, the reigning defensive player of the week in the conference, the libero, back serving. 5'4 junior out of Decorah, Iowa. Here's the serve, far side. Richter, Hansen, set, middle, tipped at the net by Frigi. Now Connor setting it up, near side, tipped there by Winker, covered by Valley City State. Back set Hansen on the attack, through the block and the kill. Well, the block there for Viterbo. They're going to give it Winker on the block and the point. Winker along with McGrath combining on that block assist, 6'4 Viterbo. McCabe with the serve. On the cover, Clark, Hansen, far side, Nelson on the attack. Rhodey, Connor, back setting it. On the attack, straight down on the kill by Martina McGrath. 7-4, biggest lead of the set for the V-Hawks, up by 3. And back serving. McCabe serving 7-4. Drops it short. Clark there. Hansen setting it. Bailey Nelson attack. And, oh, nice kick. Well, they're going to call it a legal hit. Oh, I'm going to say hit the ground. Boy, that didn't hit the ground. That did not hit the ground, and the up official said it did. Coach DeLong wants a conference, and so the R1 and R2 are going to get together. I don't think that hit the ground. It was, I think on the attack, it was Rhodey that hit it first. I do not believe that hit the ground, so they might give this point or do a do-over, actually, is what they'll do, since they blew the whistle dead. My guess is they'll do a do-over at 7-4. R1, R2 had their conversation. The conversation is over. The R2 is going to try to explain to Coach DeLong, and Coach DeLong cannot believe what he's hearing right now. And he's being very polite, but he can't believe it. So it is going to be 7-5. Point for Valley City State. So the official and a wave of the hand by Coach DeLong. Here's the serve by Ellie Rush for Valley City State, down 5-7. On the attack, McGrath. Blacked at the net, near side, Connor. Cross-court attack, Richter off the dig. From the attack by Winker. Far side, Bailey Nelson. Just got it over, Winker with the cover. Here's Connor, back setting it. Attack by Peyron, and the kill. Grace Peyron with the kill. She's one of the other 3 seniors. And it's 8-5. Coach DeLong still shaking his head on that call. Now Kaylee Kowal is back serving. Caldwell serving 8-5. Clark, Hanson, set, Nelson, attack, tipped at the net. Connor, set middle by Kowal, and the kill. McGrath on the kill. 9-5, Viterbo. The Hawks with their biggest lead at 4. And the serve by Kowal. Clark, Hanson. Bump set far side. Nelson on the attack. Now set Kowal. Cross-court attack, Winker. Dugout, Richter. Nobody there to help. Drops in for the point. 10-5 Viterbo. And Kowal to serve. On Alaska, Wisconsin, the 5'6" senior. Serving 10-5 here in the first set. And a serve to the middle, Clark. Hanson setting backside. On the attack, Frigi. That is long. Point, Viterbo. Timeout, Valley City State. 4-point run here by the V-Hawks. They lead 11-5 in the opening set. We're back with more college volleyball from Gratian Gym. This is VCSU Vikings Live on YouTube. Well, the football players haven't shown up yet, but baseball's in full force here. The Vikings, they will be wrapping up the fall portion of their schedule here on Sunday, 2 o'clock. A game against Mayville State at Charlie Brown Field. And we'll have that game for you on YouTube, live on YouTube. And again, doubleheader tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Actually, no doubleheader on YouTube, as we will not have the volleyball match, but we will have the football game at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Kickoff, and it is a dandy. Valley City State and Dickinson State, the annual matchup for conference supremacy, and it's tomorrow at Locken Stadium, Shell Ehrlich Field, 3 o'clock kickoff, live on YouTube. Here we go as Kowal back to serve for Viterbo. They lead 11-5 here in the opening set. Kaylee Kowal with the serve. Rush, Hanson. With the bites, Nelson attack, nice dig by McCabe. Back set Kowal on the attack, that goes off of Clark and go way up into the seats. An attack that went up into the seats, the kill by Marissa Clement. 12-5, 5-point run here for Viterbo. And the serve by Kowal. Clark, Hanson, far side, Nelson. Attacking, blocked at the net. Picked out by Nelson, kept alive by Clark, tipped over by Sadie Hanson. Free ball here for Viterbo. There's Winker on the attack. Richter with the dig. Hanson set, Nelson tipping it over the blockers. On the cover, Kowal. Now McCabe here to the near side. Winker with the attack. Back row, nice dig by Clark. Kept alive by Rush. Now free ball again for Viterbo. Here's a set middle. On the cross-court attack, Richter with the dig. Vikings on the offense. Nelson attacking. There's a sliding dig by Rohde. Here to the near side again. Winker dropping it over the blockers. Right there to cover is Nelson. Hanson to the middle. On the attack by Frigge. Back to the middle for Viterbo. Backside attack, and on the dig was Rush. Hanson dropping it over. Right there to Viterbo. Here's a set by Kowal. And Winker on the attack. And the dig attempt off of Richter. And the point. 13-5. It's a 6-point run here for the V-Hawks. Definitely not looking like there's any fatigue after this, there being their third match of the week. 13-5. Kowal with the serve for the V-Hawks. That's going to go long. That snaps the 6-point run. 6-13. Lexi LaRue checks in. She will serve. Back in front row for Valley City State, Emma Lucas. And serving, Lexi LaRue, the Valley City product. Set by Kowal. Winker on the attack, long on the attack. Now some of the football players are going to start showing up, so it's really going to get loud in here. Well, they say it was tipped, so that is a point for Viterbo. They say it was tipped. 14-6, V-Hawks by 8. Kenzie Winker back to serve, the senior. Serving, 14-6. Hanson set far side. Tip at the net, Lucas. Now set, McCabe near side, cross court. Was the attack by Rohde, and the dig attempt goes into the seats. That'll be a point for Viterbo, and they're up 15-6 here in set one. Viterbo with the advantage and the serve. Kenzie Winker to serve on the far side. Serve on the way. Rush receives. Pass to Hanson. Set. Lucas on the attack, and the kill. Emma Lucas will grab her second kill. Hanson will pick up her fourth assist. 7-15. Vikings down 8. Front row, Hagler. And back to serve is Bogenreef. Reagan Bogenreef, the freshman. Serving, 7-15. Cross court at the net. Tipped at the net there. And dropped over. I think it was Hagler that got to the ball. The receive went right to the net. Hagler tipped it. It was covered by Viterbo. But Hagler then got it right back in the point. 8-15. Vikings down 7. Bogenreef to serve. At the net is again, and they're going to call a net violation on Viterbo. 9-15. Net violation called against the V-Hawks. Kaylee Corwall. And now back setting, or serving. Bogenreef serving, 9-15. Corwall set middle. Off the tip, McGrath. And kept alive. Here's Valley City State with Hanson. Back setting, Hagler on the slide. That's going to go long. 9-16. The R1 said tipped. So now hang on. It was called out. And I'll see if they change it. They are not changing it. They are giving the point. Wow. They are calling a tip. Like I say, it was tipped by Viterbo. And so it'll be a point for VCSU. It is 10-15. Vikings trailing by 5. And now the floor captain for Viterbo, Grace Rohde, is having a quick conversation with the R1. While the R2 tries to calm down, coach along. Bogenreef serving 10-15. Serve on the way, cross court. Set, Kowal, attack, blocked at the net, kept alive, Winker. Here to the near side, Rohde on the attack. On the back row, Bogenreef, set, far side attacking Lucas, blocked at the net, and that goes under. That'll be a point. Point Viterbo, 16-10, V-Hawks by half dozen. Mia Quist now comes in, and she will serve. The sophomore out of Mauston, Wisconsin. 5 players not from Wisconsin on this roster. Viterbo, of course, based out of La Crosse. Here's the serve. That's a good one. Richter receives to Hanson. Setting. Lucas attack. Blocked at the net. Picked out of the net by Mitchell. Now back here near side on the attack, Rohde. The dig is Richter to Hanson. Set. Middle. Hagler. Nice dig by Winker. Set. Kowal tipped over and dropping it in on the tip kill by Rohde. 17-10. Back to a 7-point lead. Rhodey will pick up her second kill of the night. 17-10, Beehawks by 7. Quist to serve. Hits the top of the net. Richter receives. Hansen to the far corner and dropping it in. Sadie Hansen dropped it in for the kill. 11-17. Martina McGrath comes into the lineup and then circles around and heads to the bench as libero and Kennedy McCabe steps in. Back to serve, Sadie Hansen for the Vikings, serving 11-17 first set. Hansen served near side. At the net, tip, Mitchell blocked at the net. On the cover, backside by McCabe, attacking Rhodey. Richter on the dig. Hansen back sets. Near side, Bogenreef. On the cover, there's Winker. They're going to have a net violation on Valley City State. Well, they're going to call that attack was on the backside of the antenna. On the attack attempt there. Point, the Turbo, 18-11. And to serve, Maddie Connor. Serving 18-11. For Viterbo, Lucas, Hansen, quick set middle, Hagler blocked at the net. Well, you say the block went out. Mitchell was there, and they say went out. Point, Valley City State. 12-18, Vikings down half dozen. J.C. Richter back to serve. Richter serving 12-18. Set middle, Mitchell on the attack and the kill. Off the set by Connor. Mitchell with a big time kill, 19-12. And Mitchell coming in second on the club, third on the club with 216 kills. They had one of the top hitting percentages at 377. Back to serve, Gracie Rhodey. Grace Rhodey serving 19-12 for the Beehawks. Nelson, Hansen, back set on the cross-court attack and out. Tip off of a turbo and the kill by Scutchings. Valley City State with the point and the serve, 13-19. And the serve, Delaney Clark. Quick set, and the Mitchell on the attack, blocked and out. Jada Mitchell on the attack. And the block attempt by Nelson goes out. 20-13, 7-point lead for the Beehawks. McCabe, the libero, serving. Clark, Hansen, jump set. Nelson blocked at the net. The block goes out, hit the antenna, and it was tipped off of Valley City State. Point Beehawks. 21-13. 8-point lead for Viterbo, which is their biggest. McCabe with the serve, hit the top of the net, didn't get it over. Service error, first one of the evening for either team. Point for the Vikings, 14-21. Trailing by 7. Ellie Rush now back to serve for VCSU. Serving 14-21. Beehawks on the attack. Connor, left-hand kill by Peyron. 22-14. Beehawks back up by 8. Kaylee Kowal back in. She'll take over setter duties. Then she goes first back to the service line. Serving 22-14. And the serve on the way. On the cover, Rush, tip, nope. Hansen tried to tip it over, hit the top of the net. Point Beehawks, 23-14. And Kowal to serve. Serving 23-14 in the first set. Clark, Hansen, set, Nelson attack, and the kill. Bailey Nelson getting her second kill of the night. 23-15. Lexi LaRue back to serve for Valley City State. Serving 15-23 in the first set. Serve here and long. Service error. First one of the night for the Vikings. Set point here for the Beehawks. 24-15. Kenzie Winker to serve. To the corner. Clark. Hansen back set. Off the attack, Freegee. Nice diving dig by Richter off the block on the kill, and then tipping it. Nope, they're going to call what? 4 hits on Valley City State, and so that is point for Viterbo, and the V-Hawks take the opening set, 25-15. 25-15, advantage to Viterbo. They get set number 1. We'll be back with set number 2 coming up. It is Viking Volleyball live from Grayson Gym on YouTube. Well, take a look at numbers in that opening set. Valley City State an 0-51 hitting percentage, 39 total attacks, 8 errors, 10 kills. And for Viterbo, they had a 317 hitting percentage in that opening set. And as a team, they came in with a 243 hitting percentage, so they bettered that at 317, 41 total attacks, just 3 errors, and 16 kills in that first set. Jada Mitchell and Kenzie Winker each with 4 kills leading the way. Grace Rohde had 3. Grace Payron and Martina McGrath each had 2 kills. And Marissa Clement had 1. Danielle Hagler's 3 kills leading the way for Valley City State. Bailey Nelson, Emma Lucas, and Sadie Hansen each had 2. Marty Scutchings had 1 kill. 8 assists for Sadie Hansen in that opening set. And J.C. Richter, 7 digs. Top there for Valley City State. And on the other side, Grace Rohde with 6 digs, Kenzie Winker with 5, and Callie Kowal with 4 digs in that opening set. And 12 assists for Maddie Connor, and Kaylee Kowal had 3 for Viterbo in set 1. 25-15 as the set goes to the V-Hawks. And now set 2. And a little bit of controversy in that opening set. A couple of calls that went the Vikings' way and didn't sit well with Coach Ryan DeLong of Viterbo. Even after the R2 official tried to explain it and calm him down a bit, didn't matter. He was not happy. Either way, they get the set, 25-15. So we get ready here for set number 2. That's one way you keep this partisan crowd out of it. You take the opening set. Now we'll see if the Vikings can get them back into it here in set 2. Vikings will be serving. Or no, check that. Viterbo will be serving. Maddie Connor will do the honors for the V-Hawks. Connor with the serve. Cross court. At the net, Hansen. Set near side. Attack and the kill. Right off the get-go, Marty Scutchings with the attack and the kill. Getting her 3rd. Vikings with a 1-0 lead. And a serve, J.C. Richter. McCabe. Set Connor. Attack Mitchell through the block attempt. Gets the kill. We're tied at 1. Jada Mitchell picking up her 5th kill. Back to serve, Rohde. And Rohde sends it over. Hansen set middle. Hagler on the attack. Hit the top of the net. Was it tipped? It was. It went off of one of the V-Hawks. Point Vikings are up 2-1. Regi comes in, Clark comes in, and Delaney Clark will go back and serve for Valley City State, serving 2-1 in set 2. Clark with the serve. Pass, Connor, setting it. Far side, attack, Winker. Off the dig, Clark. Hanson set near side. Bailey Nelson on the attack. Back row dig by Rohde. Ball kept alive here near side and left-hand attack. Diving dig there by Clark and out. Kill there. That was Payron on the kill. Attempted dig by Delaney Clark. Went into the crowd. And we are tied at 2. Kennedy McCabe to serve. And far side, Clark. Hanson set. Far side attack. Off the dig, McCabe. Set middle, Connor. Cross court. Oh, nice pick. Off that tip attempt by Scutchings. Now the left-hand attack by Payron. Blocked at the net. Back over far side through the block attempt and the kill. Kenzie Winker will pick up the kill for the Bayhawks. And it's a 3-2 lead for Viterbo. Now back serving, McCabe. Far side, Clark to Hanson, setting it up. Bailey Nelson attack, and that's going to be a kill. The dig attempt, the back row by Rohde goes into the crowd. We are tied at 3. And now the serve by Ellie Rush. Vikings tied 3-3. Here's Hanson, set middle. Frigi off through the block attempt. On the cover there, McCabe. Quick set middle. Off the attack and a tip over again here near side. Back row, and that tip off the Payron, and then that went off one of the Vikings and out. 4-3 now. 4-3, 1 point advantage for the Bayhawks. They have the serve. Kaylee Cole serving. Serving 4-3 in set 2. Received Clark on the return. They're going to have a violation, net violation here on Viterbo. It is 4-4. That time Coach DeLong was actually upset with his own players on that one. Not happy. 4-4. Serve by LaRue. Here's set by, late call out by the line judge here near side on the cross-court attack. Point for Valley City State. They go up 5-4. LaRue serving. A 5-4 lead for Valley City State, second set. McCabe, set by Kowal on the attack, and a net violation on the Vikings. That's going to go against Lucas. So the point for Viterbo, we are tied at 5. So we've been tied at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Winker back to serve. Serving 5-5, second set for the Bayhawks. Cross court, Rush. Hanson back set on the attack and the kill. That's Frigi with the kill. Morgan, Frigi getting the kill. And that'll be number 1 for Morgan. And the Vikings go back up 1, 6-5. Reagan Bogenreef back to serve, checking front row. Daniel Hagler. Bogenreef serving 6-5. Serve on the way. Kowal set far side. Rohde blocked at the net. Saved off the block and the cover there by Lucas. Now tipped Hanson. Diving cover from the backside by Winker. Attacked at the net. McGrath blocked there by Valley City State. Back to Rohde attacking for the Bayhawks. Nice dig. Near side by Rush. And then Hagler with the attack and the kill. Boy, Ellie Rush's dig is what set up that point for Valley City State. And the Vikings go up 2 at 7-5. This is their largest lead of the night at 2 points, 7-5. Bogenreef back to serve. Jump serve by Bogenreef, cross court. Winker, that's going to go out. A receive error by Viterbo. And Coach DeLong wants a timeout. 8-5, Valley City State up 3. We're back with more Viking volleyball from Gratian Gym live on YouTube. 8-5 Valley City State as they have a 3-point run here to take this 3-point lead. This is their biggest lead of the match. Led only by one was their biggest in the opening set and lost that set 25-15. And now here, up by 3, 8-5, set 2. And having a strong set 2 will definitely get this crowd back into it. Back to serve, Reagan Bogenreef. Bogenreef serving 8-5, second set for Valley City State. From my right to left, there's McCabe. At the net, Kowal, set, blocked at the net, block goes out. Through the block attempt, Martina McGrath picks up the kill. That's number 4 for McGrath, 8-6. 2-point advantage for the Vikings. Mia Quist to serve. Serving 6-8, second set for the Beehawks. Richter, Hansen, set. Lucas at the top of the net. That did not hit the antenna. Play continues. Far side, Rohde at the net. Saved off by Hansen, kept alive by Hagler. Lucas blocked at the net. Picked out by Hagler, kept alive Bogenreef, over by Rush. Free ball here for the Beehawks. Set, Kowal, far side. On the attack is Mitchell and the kill. Jada Mitchell, kill number 6. Beehawks with 2 in a row have cut the lead to 1 at 7-8. Quist to serve. Mia out of Mouston, Wisconsin, a 5'9" sophomore. Serving 7-8. Here in set 2. Jump serve, cross court. Set middle, on the attack, and the kill. Hagler from Hansen, and that was set up by a nice serve received by Bogenreef. And Vikings back up by 2 at 9-7. Rush will sit down. Scutchings back to the front row. And Hansen to serve. 9-7, Valley City State by 2. We're in the second set. Sadie Hansen serve. Rohde, Kowal, set, middle, Mitchell. Dropping it over. On the cover, Hansen. Kept alive by Richter. Then cross-court, Lucas. Back to the Beehawks. Kowal setting it up. Rohde on the attack. Richter with the dig. Back to Hansen. Schillback set it. Scutchings attack and a block at the net. Rohde and Mitchell were there for the block. And it's a 9-8 1-point lead for the Vikings. And back to serve will be Maddie Connor. Serving 8-9 in the set 2. Connor, cross court. Lucas, Hansen, beaten to the net by Mitchell. They're going to call net violation on Sadie. Or a back row attack called against Sadie. Or a back row attack, yep. So a back row attack called there on Valley City State. We're tied at 9. Our 6th tie here in the second set. Connor to serve. Serving it up. Bogenreef, Hansen, set, Scutchings attack, and the kill. Marty Scutchings with the kill for Valley City State. Picking up her 3rd. This is number 15 for Hansen. Vikings back up 1 at 10-9. J.C. Richter to serve. Product of Linton HMB and Linton Lions. Set, Connor, attack Mitchell, and the kill. Jada Mitchell. Game high 7th kill. Connor, game high 14th assist. We're tied at 10. And Rohde with the serve. Free ball to the net. Put away by Winker. Off the receive by Nelson. And Winker beat it at the net. And the free ball drills it home. And Viterbo goes back up by 1 at 11-10. First lead since 5-4. Grace Rohde to serve. Serving 11-10 in set 2. Near side. Bogenreef, Hansen, set, Nelson attack, blocked at the net, off of Richter, and out. Point Viterbo. 3 in a row now by the Beehawks. And they're up 12-10 here in set 2. Rohde to serve. Grace Rohde serving 12-10. Nelson, pass, Hansen, set, middle, Hagler on the attack. Nice dig by Rohde. Back set Hansen, attacking is Scutchings. Backside McCabe. Connor set middle. Mitchell on the attack off of Richter, off the back wall. Out, point V-Hawks, timeout, Valley City State. And we are back with more. 13-10, V-Hawks on a 4-point run. This is Valley City State Viking volleyball from Grayson Gym live on YouTube. It's a 4-point run here by Viterbo, and they've taken a 3-point lead in the second set. They won the first set 25-15, had a .317 hitting percentage in that first set. They've improved that to .348 here in the second set. Vikings have nearly tripled what they were hitting in the first set. Had an .051 hitting percentage, right now at .278. That's more than tripled. That's almost 5 times what they were doing, a little over 5 times. Great Rhodey, back to serve. I was doing math in my head. That's why you heard wheels spinning and squirrels running. 13-10, advantage here for Viterbo. Rhodey with the serve. Bogenreep to Hansen. Back set, on the attack down the line, out by Hagler. Attack error, point Viterbo. 5 in a row here by the V-Hawks. And they take a 14-10 lead. We're in the second set. Grace Rhodey serving. The junior out of Winona into the net. Service there. That is the third one for Viterbo. And the first for Rhodey. 11-14. Snaps the 5-point run. And Delaney Clark now to serve for the Vikings. To the net. Right back on the kill by Lucas. Rhodey's receive, went up and over on the free ball. Emma Lucas drilled it home. And a 2-point mini run. Vikings down 2, 12-10. Delaney Clark to serve. And into the net. Service there. That's number 4 for the Vikings. Or pardon me, number 2 for the Vikings. I was looking at the wrong team. First for Clark. Here's McCabe serving. Serving 15-12 for Viterbo. And the libero with the serve. Clark to Hansen. Set, backside. Attack Scutchings, out. Attack error, point Viking. Point Viterbo. Now, the line judge here calls tip. And so we are going to have a conference with the R1 and the 2 line judges. Our line judge here in the near corner. Sharingstead. Glenn Cleaver. A couple of former liberos here at VCSU. Having a conversation. And they are giving the point to Viterbo. 16-12 V-Hawks. That's going to bring Morgan Nelson into the lineup. Scutchings will step out. Nelson comes in front row. The junior out of Argosville. 16-12 advantage to the V-Hawks. And the serve by Kennedy McCabe on the way. Clark receives, pass to Hansen. Setting, Morgan Nelson's sister Bailey on the attack. Here's the other side. That's Hansen to Clark. Back to Bailey Nelson. Blocked at the net and off of Richter's chin and then off of her chest. And that's a point for Viterbo. 17-12. Viterbo with the lead. It is an 8-2 run right now for the V-Hawks. Kennedy McCabe back serving. 17-12 V-Hawks here in the second set. Kennedy McCabe, the libero with the serve. Drops it over Clark. Hansen, set middle. Attack Lucas off the top of the net. Oh, it went down in a heap there, went one of the V-Hawks, and they're going to get the point. I don't know if she slipped, but Grace Payron went down in a heap. Coach DeLong wants to make sure she's okay. As she went up, came down, and we have a timeout taken by Valley City State. So the Vikings will take their second timeout, 18-12. It's a 6-point lead for Viterbo, currently on a 9-2 run. We're back with more volleyball from Gratian Gym. This is VCSU Viking Volleyball live on YouTube. Well, more Viking athletics coming your way this weekend here on YouTube on the VCSU Vikings channel. And we will have football tomorrow, 3 o'clock kickoff, Valley City State, Dickinson State. The annual clash for the top spot, the North Star. Kickoff set 3 o'clock from Locken Stadium and Shell Alick Field. And then Sunday afternoon, baseball from Charlie Brown. Kennedy McCabe serving 18-12. Here for Viterbo. Richter, Hanson, near side. Nelson on the attack. McCabe with the dig. Set, Connor, far side. Attacking and the kill by Winker. So Kenzie Winker with the kill, picking up her 8. 19-12. A 10-2 run here by Viterbo. And they've rattled off 4 in a row. Here's McCabe with the serve. Far side, Clark. Hanson, set, near side, Nelson. Tipped at the net and up. One of the, look out, went off McCabe, the libero, and she kind of rolled into the line judge. Everybody's okay. 19-13, the lead down to 6. And back to serve is Ellie Rush for VCSU. Serving 13-19 here in set 2 for Valley City State, down by half dozen. Serve on the way. Connor back setting it, and the left-hand kill on Grace Payron. The lefty picks up the kill. She's got a great hitting percentage. That's her 5th kill in 7 attacks, a .571 hitting percentage right now for Grace Payron, a senior out of Burlington, Wisconsin. 13-20, and I think they're going to do a quick, they did a quick towel timeout. That's the first one I've seen tonight. Normally we have about 1 or 2 a set. Here's the serve, cross court by Colwall. Hanson set, Nelson on the attack, and the block, or the dig, rush to Hanson. She'll get it to Lucas back row. McCabe with the dig, kept alive by the V-Hawks, far side, Winker down the line. That goes off of Ellie Rush and out. Point V-Hawks, 21-13, leading by 8. Kaylee Colwall to serve for Viterbo, leading by 8 here in the second set. Colwall with the serve. At the net, Hanson. That's going to be a tip and a kill. Right there, dropping it in, Winker. She grabbed both hands and dunked it. Her 9th kill. 22-13, biggest lead here by Viterbo. Remember, one time it was 10-9 Vikings. With a 13-3 run, Viterbo leading by 9. Serve out cross court, Colwall. Hanson setting it. Nelson attack. On the dig, Rohde tipped at the net, Winker. Hanson keeps it alive. Now Rohde set middle, and the cross-court attack is out. On the attack here by McGrath. 14-22, Vikings down 8. Lexi LaRue now back into serve for VCSU. The junior out of Valley City. Serving 14-22, serve on the way. Rohde, Colwall set. Winker on the attack, and the kill. 23-14, 9-point lead for the V-Hawks. LaRue out, Nelson in, then Nelson circles to the bench, and libero Richter goes back row. And we're going to see for the first time, Maddie Cymbalnik coming in. A freshman setter, 5'4" out of Racine, Wisconsin. She'll go back to serve. Cymbalnik with the serve. Cross court. Richter, pass, Hanson. Set, Lucas, attack, and that's going to be a kill. Cymbalnik tried to dig, and, well, she got one attempt, and she quickly comes out from favor of Winker. But she's a freshman. Coached along with a little grin on his face as she comes out with a handshake. 15-23, Vikings down 8. And that's Reagan Bougainville back to serve now for VCSU. Serving 15-23, second set. Winker, set, Kowal at the attack. McGrath with the kill. Martina McGrath with the kill. Her fifth. Set point here for the V-Hawks at 24-15. And back to serve will be Mia Quist. Serving 24-15. Quist ready to serve. V-Hawks looking for set number 2. Bougainville to Hansen. Lucas in the corner. Out. Wide down the line. Point. Viterbo and the V-Hawks take the second set 25-15, and they lead the match 2-0. We'll be back with more. We've got Viking volleyball from the Gratian Gymnasium live on YouTube. Back here, Gratian Gym. Let's take a look at the numbers from that second set. Boy, another great hitting set by Viterbo. 424 hitting percentage, 33 attacks, just 3 errors. Vikings did improve on theirs as they had a 125 hitting percentage, 32 total attacks, and 6 errors. Leading the way, Kenzie Winker. She's got 11 kills and a 429 hitting percentage. Jada Mitchell, 8 kills, no errors yet, and 12 attacks, a 667 hitting percentage. And Grace Payron, a 571 hitting percentage with 5 kills, 1 error in 7 attacks. Valley City State, Danielle Hagler hitting well. She's got 6 kills and 10 total attacks, 1 error for a 500 hitting percentage. 6 kills for Bailey Nelson, 3 from Emma Lucas and Marty Scutchings, 2 each from Morgan Frigi and Sadie Hansen. Hansen also with 16 assists so far. And in the defensive category, J.C. Richter has 9 digs. Sadie Hansen with 7 to lead the way for Valley City State. And Grace Brody with 11 digs leading the way for Viterbo. Casey Winker's got 8, 7 from Kennedy McCabe, and 5 from Callie Kowal in the digs department. So we're set for our third set here at Gratian Gym. More of the football players starting to file in here. Again, football tomorrow, 3 o'clock kickoff from Locken Stadium and Shell Alick Field in the North Star Athletic Association conference matchup with Dickinson State. Vikings 3-1 coming off the double overtime victory on homecoming last Saturday against Mayville State, 24-21. And they are going to be ready to get after it here on Saturday with Dickinson State. Sadie Hansen back to serve here for the Vikings as we get ready for our third set. Connor near side. Rhodey on the attack, tipped at the net. Diving dig by Bougainville, kept alive. Hansen gets it over. Free ball for Viterbo. Quick set middle. Mitchell on the attack and the kill. Quick set off the backside by Maddie Connor. And Jada Mitchell will pick up her 9th kill. 1-0 for Viterbo. Connor to serve. Serving 1-0. Serve on the way. Lucas. Hansen set middle. Attack cross court and Hagler out. Hagler with her second attack error. 2-0. Viterbo with the early advantage. Maddie Connor back to serve. And the jump serve by Connor. Lucas At the net, Hansen, tipped by Hagler. Diving dig by McCabe. Near side, Connor gets it to Rhodey. Dig backside by Richter. Hansen setting it up. Lucas attacking. There's Winker on the dig. Connor setting it up. Rhodey on the attack. At the net with the dig is Bogenreep, and then tipping it and dropping it in was Grace Peyron for the kill. Peyron with the kill. 3-0. Viterbo by 3. Maddie Connor to serve. Connor serving 3-0. Lucas, Bogenreep on the attack. Morgan Nelson. McCabe set. Rhodey on the attack. On the dig, Bogenreep tipped in the corner. Hansen right there in the cover. McCabe. Connor setting it up for Rhodey. Tipped at the net. Point Viterbo. V-Hawks off to a 4-0 start here in set 3. Ended that first set on a 16-5 run after trailing, or the second set after trailing 10-9. Served by Connor. And that's going to be an ace off of Bogenreep. So Maddie Connor will pick up her first service ace, first of the night for for Viterbo. Bogenreep has one herself for Valley City State. 5-0 serve on the way. Bogenreep. Hansen set middle. Lucas tipping it and off of Mitchell for the kill. Emma Lucas with the kill. And the Vikings put a number on the board. 1-5 here in the third set. J.C. Richter back to serve. Richter serving 1-5 after a towel timeout. Richter serving here for Valley City State. And the right-hander serves it up. To the net, Connor. Set, Mitchell. Tipped at the net. On the cover, Richter. Hansen back setting it. Off the tip is Nelson. Winkler with the dig. Gets it off to Connor. Back to Rhodey. That one goes off of Bogenreep. And the kill by Grace Rhodey. Picking up her 5th. (6-1) Viterbo. And Rhodey back to serve. Rhodey serving 6-1. Cross court. Bogenreep receives. Pass to Hansen. Set. Nelson. Attack. Tipped at the net. There's McCabe. Connor setting it up. On the tip at the net by Payon. Here's McCabe setting up near side. Winker. Diving dig by Richter. Sliding into her knees. To Hansen. Nelson. And through the block attempt. Bailey Nelson gets the kill. Her 5th. Now it's a crooked number on the scoreboard for the Vikings. Down 2-6 as Delaney Clark back to serve. Serving 2-6. Clark serve far corner. Out. Service error. And it is a 2-7 advantage for Viterbo. Second service error for Clark. Third for the Vikings. Now Kennedy McCabe serving. Richter, Hansen, set, far side. Nelson on the attack and gets the kill. Bailey Nelson. Team leader in kills coming in. Picks up her 5th there. She came in averaging 3.3 kills per set, 190 for the year. Now Ellie Rush serving for the Vikings. Rhodey. Kept alive, no, into the net by Payon. Point Vikings. Down 4-7. Ellie Rush out of Oregon, Sisters, Oregon. Into the net, service error. One of only 3 players on this roster not from North Dakota. 8-4, Viterbo with the advantage. Kaylee Colwell back to serve, serving 8-4, third set. Viterbo's won the first 2 sets, 25-15, 25-15. On the back row, Clark. Hansen to Nelson. Far corner, nice diving dig by McCabe. Kept alive by Rhodey, and then over by Winker. Free ball for the Vikings. Here's Hansen, set middle, Lucas. One hand, far side, out. Point, Viterbo off the attack error by Emma Lucas. 9-4. Viterbo up by 5. They have not trailed in this set. Jumped out to a 5-0 start. Into the net. Service error by Kowal. I believe that's her first. So it is 9-5. Second now for Kowal. Fourth for Viterbo. Served by LaRue. Winker. Kowal set on the slide. Cross-court attack, McGrath. Hanson set middle. Lucas through the block. On the cover, Winker. Set by Kowal. Attack and the kill by Winker here to the near side. Kenzie gets her 12th. 10-5. 5-point lead for the Beehawks. Victor will check in, goes back row. Kenzie Winker to serve. Serving 10-5, third set. Clark, Hanson, back setting it. Lucas through the block, gets the kill. Emma Lucas will get the kill for the Vikings, her 5th. Back with him forward, 6-10. Hagler comes in front row. And Reagan Bogenry back to serve for the Vikings. Serving 6-10, third set. Winker, Kowal, near side, Rohde through the block. Bogenry, Hanson, up and over the net. Free ball here for the Beehawks. Kowal setting it for Rohde, gets the kill. Off of Bogenry. And Grace Rohde picks up another kill. 11-6 Beehawks. Not a lot of chink in the armor of this Beehawks team. There's a timeout taken by Coach Micklejohn. 11-6, Viterbo leading by 5 here in the third set. We're back with more volleyball from Gratian Gym. This is VCSU Viking Volleyball Live on YouTube. (11-6) advantage to Viterbo. We're in set number 3. They've won 25-15, 25-15. Sixth ranked team in the country, 17-3 on the year. After, as I mentioned, they lost to Northwestern on Tuesday. Prior to that, they had a 5-match winning streak. But all 3 of their losses have been to top 15 teams, or they were ranked at the time that they lost. 11-6. Viterbo leading, serving with Mia Quist. The jump serve by the right-hander, Richter. Hanson, quick set middle. Hagler on the attack, and the kill. Danielle Hagler with her 7th. That's team leading. Hanson will get her 21st assist. 7-11. I'll take a slushie. Vikings down 4. Hanson with the serve. Cross court. Winker. Set Kowal. Near side. Rohde on the attack and the kill. Grace Rohde, number 7. Kowal with her 11th assist. And back to a 5-point lead at 12-7. We've been even since a 5-0 start by Viterbo. Maddie Connor to serve. Serving 12-7 in the third set for the Beehawks. Lucas backs at Hanson. Emma on the attack. Connor set middle. Mitchell. Richter on the dig to Hanson. And a call legal hit on Sadie Hanson, or double contact called against Hanson. 13-7. That is the biggest lead at 6 here in this third set for the Beehawks. Served by Connor. Lucas to Hanson. Setting it up. Morgan Nelson attack. Connor. McCabe setting it. Rohde on the attack and out. On the back line. 8-13. Vikings down 5. Morgan Nelson back into the front row. Bailey Nelson joining Morgan along with Daniel Hagler. Richter with the serve. Near side. at the net. Connor. Set. Mitchell. On the attack. Long. Went over the head as Bogenreef went up. And I'm going to say it did go off of Bogenreef. The R1 says yes. Bogenreef said no. I pulled my hands down, and apparently it touched her hands before she brought him to her side. 14-8. 6-point lead for Viterbo. And Grace Rohde with the serve. Hanson back set. Morgan Nelson on the tip. Rohde covers. Connor backside. Attacking. Payon. And then Bogenreef. Hanson gets it over. Set middle. Mitchell on the attack and the kill. Off the Connor assist. Jada Mitchell getting her 11th. 15-8. Viterbo by 7. With Grace Rohde back serving. Rohde serves it up. Richter. Hanson set. Attack and the kill by Danielle Hagler. Number 8 for Hagler. They'll bring back into the front row. Morgan Frigge. And back to the service line, Delaney Clark. 9-15. Vikings down by half dozen. Serve, cross court. McCabe receives. Connor set. Mitchell on the attack. She was on her way down and still had plenty of height to get the attack and the kill by Jada Mitchell. Number 12 for Mitchell. 16-9. 7-point lead for the Seahawks. Kennedy McCabe to serve. And the serve, cross court, Clark. Hanson set. Bailey Nelson attacking and the kill. Bailey Nelson, that's her 7th. 10-16. Nelson with about a 260 hitting percentage coming into the match tonight. 160 so far tonight. 266 was her hitting percentage coming into tonight. 16-10, Vikings leading. Here's McCabe. Connor gets it over. Free ball, Vikings. Rush got it to Hanson. On the attack, Lucas. We got a net violation on McGrath. And she takes a quick look. She just said my hair hit the net. And Coach DeLong, again, not satisfied with the explanation. 11-16, Vikings trailing by 5. Now have Ellie Rush back serving after a towel timeout. Again, you get all these bodies in this building, and the condensation quickly builds. Ellie Rush to serve, serving 11-16 for VCSU, trailing in the third set. Rohde, Connor, bump set near side. Winker on the attack, and the kill. Kinsey Winker getting number 13. 11-17. Clement now comes into the front row. And back to serve is Kaylee Kowal for Viterbo. Serve on the way. Rush to Hanson. Setting it. Bailey Nelson tipped at the net. Picked out of the net by McGrath. Now far side, tipped over by Clement. Here's Hanson. Left hand, drop back row, and drops it in. Sadie Hanson will drop in a little tip kill. That will be number 3 for Hanson. 12-17, Vikings down 5. And Lexi LaRue to serve. McCabe set. Kowal. Winker attack. On the dig was Clark to Hanson. Into the corner, Lucas. McCabe off to Connor. Tipped McGrath. Blocked at the net by Lucas. Picked out of the net, Winker. Right back to Lucas, cross court. On the cover there was Clement. Now Kowal setting it up for Winker. Back row dig. And off the free ball, McGrath puts it away. Gets the kill. Back row dig by Clark. And McGrath put it away. 18-12. Now Michaela Marquardt, freshman out of West Bend, Wisconsin, will check in. Coach DeLong getting some of his younger players in. And she will serve. Marquardt, defensive specialist, 5'5", freshman. Clark to Hanson. Setting it up, Lucas. Tipping it over the blockers, tipped by McGrath. They're going to call double hit there. Double hit on Martina. 13-18, the lead's at 5, and just like that, Marquardt comes out. Winker comes in. Got a serve in. Now back to serve is Reagan Bogenreef serving 13-18. Winker set. McGrath attack into the net. Attack error by Martina McGrath. That's only her second attack error in 17 total attacks tonight. 18-14. Vikings down by 4. And the serve by Bogenreef. At the net, right back is Hagler. Off the free ball. Winker's receive went just to the net, and Hagler put it away for her 9th kill. We're at that magic number of 15, 15-18. See if the Vikings can get to that next number. Lost 25-15, 25-15. Quick towel timeout here by Viterbo. We're in the third set. Been 25-15, 25-15 so far, with Viterbo up 2-0. Reagan Bogenreef back to serve for the Vikings. Serving 15-18. It's cross court. Winker. Set. Kowal. Now we've got an illegal hit. Going to call double contact there on the set attempt by McGrath or by Kowal. Now we're going to have 2 setters in there. As Connor comes in. 16-18, so the Vikings down 2. And here's a jump serve by Bogenreef. McCabe. Connor, back set. McGrath on the slide, gets the block at the net. Back to Connor here near side. Rhodey attacking. Tipped at the net off of Bogenreef. Free ball here for Viterbo. Connor at the net, tipping it with the left hand on the cover, Richter. Hansen quick set. Middle, Hagler on the attack and the kill. Hansen with a quick set and the kill by Hagler. Timeout, Viterbo. 5 in a row for the Vikings, trailing by 1, 18-17. Here in set number 3, we're back with more VCSU Viking volleyball live on YouTube. (17-18), Vikings trail by 1 here in the third set. 5 in a row here by VCSU. And Reagan Bogenreef to serve. A freshman out of West Fargo. Bogenreef serve. McCabe. Set Connor. Rhodey attack. On the dig. Bogenreef. Hansen. Setting it up for Lucas, attacking. McCabe with the dig. Free ball to the net. Hansen back set. Now setting it back far side. Lucas blocked at the net. McGrath there for the block for Viterbo and the point. That's going to be her first solo block of the set, of the match. 19-17, the lead back to 2. Block assist by McGrath. And now back to serve will be Mia Quist. Serving 19-17. Hansen set. Lucas blocked at the net. Rhodey set by Kowal. Back over by Rhodey. Now here's Lucas to the far corner. That's going to be out. Wide on her tip down the far sideline. 20-17, Viterbo. They lead by 3. Quist to serve. And Quist serve on the way. Richter. Hansen back set on the slide. Hagler. And the block at the net. There's Rhodey and Mitchell both there. And the point makes it 21-17. And we have a timeout taken by Valley City State. 21-17. Viterbo leading by 4. They lead the match 2-0. We're back with more VCSU Viking volleyball live on YouTube. 21-17, Viterbo with a three-point run here, leading by 4 in the third set. By far the best set so far for VCSU. But still may not be enough against this very solid 6th-ranked team in the country, the Viterbo Vhawks. Here's the serve by Quist. Richter. Hansen set. Far side. Hagler blocked, and the block goes out. The block air. Point Vikings 18-21. McGrath in. Circles to the round. Goes to the bench. And McCabe will come in back row. The libero. Morgan Nelson checks in. And Sadie Hansen back to serve. Served by Hansen. Near side. Rohde at the net. Tipped. And they're going to call what? A net violation. Back row attack called against Viterbo. It's 19-21. 2-point lead for Viterbo. Sadie Hansen to serve. Near side. Rohde. Into the middle. Mitchell blocked at the net. Off Mitchell. Kept alive. Near side. Rohde attacking far corner. Richter on the dig. Hansen. Setting it up. Lucas blocked at the net. Off of Richter. Kept alive briefly by Bogenreef into the bench area. Point Viterbo. 22-19. Vhawks lead is at 3. That will send Maddie Connor back to serve. Serving 22-19. And Connor with the serve. Bogenreef. Hansen set. Nelson on the attack. McCabe with the dig. Connor setting it up. Rohde on the attack. Blocked at the net. On the cover, Winker. Jump set. Connor. Cross court. Mitchell on the attack. Richter with the dig. Hansen back sets it. Nelson blocked at the net by Mitchell and also Rohde there. And the block makes it 23-19. 4-point lead now for Viterbo. And Connor back serving. Assisted block there, both by Rohde and Mitchell. Serve on the way. Here's Hansen. Set middle. Lucas on the attack. Rebecca Hagler on the attack off the Lucas pass and the Hansen set. Hagler picks up the kill. Danielle with her 13th. 20-23. Vikings down 3. 28th assist for Hansen. J.C. Richter back to serve. Serve near side. And the receive, that goes out. The pass by Winker went over in front of the student section. Connor couldn't help her out, went off her. 21-23. Vikings down by 2. Richter serving. Jump serve here, near side. Connor set. Mitchell tipped at the net. Richter with the dig. Hansen and Hagler with the kill. Hagler number 14. Assist number 29 for Hansen. That is a game high 14 kills by Hagler. 22-23. Vikings within 1. J.C. Richter to serve. At the net, Connor setting it. Rohde near side. Off the cover. Hansen got it from Bogenreef. Then Nelson. They're going to call tip. They're going to call tip. Point Vikings. Now the R1 and R2 will get together. They called tip. And they gave the point to VCSU. Nothing on the board yet. As the two officials will confer. Point Vikings. Viterbo can't believe it. 23-23. And we've got a timeout taken by Viterbo. We are tied at 23. Vikings have come all the way back to even this one up after trailing by as much as 5 here in the third set. We'll be back with more VCSU Viking Volleyball live from Gratian, live on YouTube. (23-23). Valley City State and Viterbo tied here in set 3. J.C. Richter back to serve. There's been a 4-point run here for the Vikings to get this one squared at 23. Richter to serve. Hitting percentages even. Everything's even across the board for these two teams. Well, not across the board. Here's Connor setting it. Rohde blocked at the net. On the cover, McCabe. Off Mitchell. Nelson into that corner. Off McCabe for the kill. Bailey Nelson with the kill. McCabe came over here to get a dig. The ball got back over to Valley City State. Nelson went to the far corner. McCabe had to go all the way across and couldn't get to it. 24-23, set point for the Vikings. Richter to serve. Here's the serve by Richter. Winker, Connor set. Rohde on the attack, blocked at the net. McCabe on the cover, set, middle, Mitchell on the attack and the kill. Off the set by Connor, Jada Mitchell picks up the kill for Viterbo. We are tied at 24. We got bonus points. Extra points here, 24-24. Viterbo and Valley City State tied in the third set. Grace Rohde to serve for the V-Hawks. Everybody standing on the far side in the crowd. Hanson tipped at the net? No. Well, I don't know if you want to tip it over or not, but it went right along the net and dropped in. No one was there. Point for Viterbo. Set match point for the V-Hawks. 25-24. Grace Rohde serving. And the right-hander served far side. Nelson, Hanson, middle, Hagler, and the kill by Daniel Hagler. Number 15 for Hagler. 25-25, we play on. To serve, Delaney Clark for Valley City State. Clark serving 25-25. Far side, Rohde. Connor set, Mitchell attack. On the dig, Hanson. Clark, far side. Nelson on the attack, cross court. Rohde with the dig. Connor set, Mitchell. In the middle, Hanson. Now over to Richter. Tipping it over, Nelson. Far side, Connor for the V-Hawks. Attack is Winker in the kill. Net violation, no. Point, V-Hawks. Coach DeLong, he thought sure a net violation was going to be called against his team. He had a big grin on his face and he stood up, but it was a point for the V-Hawks. 26-25. Kennedy McCabe setting, serving, set, match point. Richter, Nelson on the attack. Rohde with the dig. Connor, Rinker, far side, attack goes long. Point Vikings. We continue, 26-26. Ellie Rush now into serve for Valley City State. And the ball gets away. There, now it's back on its way to Rush. Ellie Rush serving, the sophomore out of Sisters, Oregon. Serving 26-26 here in the third set. Vikings trying to get it to a fourth. McCabe, Connor set near side. Winker on the attack, through the block, gets the kill. Kenzie Winker picking up her 15th kill. That matches Hagler for game high. Set point again for Viterbo. Set match point. They've had on a 25-24 and now 27-26. The serve by Kowal. Clark, Hanson set. Nelson blocked at the net. The block falls in. McGrath there along with Marissa Clement gets the kill. And the point goes to Viterbo, and the V-Hawks win it 28-26. And they win the match in straight sets. We'll step aside, take a look at the stats in this one, let you know what's coming up this weekend for VCSU Viking Athletics. We'll do that when we turn. This is Viking Volleyball Live on YouTube. Half-hour post game, then I'm done. Okay. Let's take a look at the numbers in that one. Again, that was far and away the best set for Valley City State. And in that set, they had a .250 hitting percentage, 48 total attacks, 7 errors, 19 kills. Viterbo, it was actually their worst, a .260 hitting percentage, 50 total attacks, 3 errors, and 16 kills. For the night, a .323 hitting percentage for Viterbo. Vikings with a .151 hitting percentage, 119 total attacks. Viterbo with 124. V-Hawks had just 9 errors. Vikings had 21, and V-Hawks 49-39 in kills. Individually, Kenzie Winker led the way for the V-Hawks with 15 kills. Jada Mitchell had 13, 7 from Grace Rohde. Martina McGrath had 6. Grayson Payron had 6. Valley City State, Danielle Hagler, she had 15 kills. And Bailey Nelson had 8. 5 from Emma Lucas, 4 from Morgan Friege, 3 from Sadie Hansen and Marty Scutchings in the kills department. Assists, Maddie Connor led the way for the V-Hawks. She had 28, 11 from Callie Colwell, and 31 assists tonight for Sadie Hansen for Valley City State. Defensively, on the digs, leading the way, 17 digs by Grace Rohde, as she had the top spot there for the V-Hawks. Kennedy McCabe had 14, and Kinsey Winker, she had the double-double tonight as she had 12 digs to go along with those 15 kills. She also had 1 block assist tonight, and Martina McGrath with 6 block assists tonight leading the way there. 3 from Grace Payon and 3 from Jada Mitchell. Defensively for Valley City State, J.C. Richter with a team-high 19 digs. Sadie Hansen had 9, and Reagan Bogenreef had 9, 5 from Ellie Rush, 4 from Delaney Clark. And in the blocks, Danielle Hagler had 2 block assists, and Bailey Nelson and Emma Lucas each had 1. So the Vikings now 2-1 in conference play, and they are 14-4 overall. And next up for Valley City State tomorrow as they take on Waldorf. And again, that's tomorrow morning. That is an 11 o'clock start here at Gratian Gym. We will not have that one live on YouTube, but we will have football. 3 o'clock kickoff. Valley City State will be taking on Dickinson State tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock from Locken Stadium and Shelley Ellick Field. College football tomorrow, 3 o'clock here on YouTube. And then Sunday, wrapping up the fall portion of the baseball season, Valley City State and Mayville State. 2 o'clock first pitch, scheduled for 9 from Charlie Brown Field. Again, first pitch at 2 o'clock. So, again, the final here tonight, 25-15, 25-15, and 28-26. The V-Hawks now 18-3 overall, 5-0 in the conference, and they are the 6th-ranked team in the country, and they proved it here tonight. So we'll be back again tomorrow with more action on YouTube as the Vikings and Dickinson State kick off 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon from Shelley Ellick Field and Locken Stadium. Again, the final 3-0 tonight. Viterbo with the win. Until next time, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from Gratian Gym.